Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Voice is still a little shot, so just don't expect too much there. Going down the subscribe list, what did we have that I haven't done today? There was something. I guess we'll just pick up the first one that I find here. Idea? Do you want to do idea? Okay, we're just going to do idea. May your idea reign supreme over all other ideas, for your idea is the best idea, and you can only have one best idea. Convince the world of your idea. DNA points shall represent money, power, and resources. You may use them to build things, fund things, and further the cause. For that reason, once created traits may not be devolved. Some will spend DNA points over time. Spend DNA points? Really? You're telling me that I can build certain things and it actually will be a constant drain on my DNA. Huh. That's interesting. How did you code that? If you evolve the PR and lobbying developments or departments in your NGO, they will every 50 days or so hold events in countries that will do things such as reducing their research spending, reduce lethality. Okay, so that's helpful. Good to know. They only do so if you would actually benefit. Huh. Good to know. First serious attempt at the scenario. Well, I mean, I'm interested. How you coded some stuff to actually drain your DNA like that, I'm not sure, but I'd be interested in finding out. You must gain support for your new idea. The longer it takes you, the more governments will notice and act to stop you. Because, for some reason, governments are completely regressive and can't handle a good idea. Over time, local and global lethality will increase. Obtaining lobbying and PR will help reduce this. Gain mass support ends it. Move quickly. Over time, people will lose interest in your idea, making it harder to spread. Symptoms can help counteract this. Choose a starting country. Well, of course, the best idea shall come out of Saudi Arabia. Your idea, has its first supporter in Saudi Arabia. Supporters believe in your idea and want to share it with others. Careful, as more people support your idea and the government may take notice in a bad way. Okay, let's take a look at the transmissions. What do we got? Talk. Ask supporters to talk about your idea with as many people as possible. Sorry, as many people as possible. It says it doesn't do anything, but I'm going to grab it anyway, because I imagine it's necessary for some reason. Maybe there are actually no stats, and it's all like hidden things. Ooh, that would be interesting, but very difficult to predict. Alright, well, it didn't unlock anything. Moving on. Symptoms. Inspire. Your idea is able to inspire people and may act as a muse. Okay, good. I like inspiration. That's nice. Abilities. We have Create NGO. Create a, I guess this is a non-governmental organization with the goal of promoting your idea worldwide. All right, this all sounds pretty good. It kind of sounds like I'm I don't know, creating some sort of multinational corporation. Am I like the new Nikola Tesla? Am I the new Elon Musk? I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and create an NGO. Ooh, cool. Fundraising 1. Hire full-time professional fundraising team. Becomes harder as governments begin to take notice. Sounds important. Sounds like a Kickstarter campaign. Sounds good to me. By the way, did you guys know that I have a Patreon? Because this is as good a time as any to mention it. I'm kidding. Corporate relationships. Hire full-time team to start, grow, and develop relationships with senior management in large corporations. Having allies is good. Interesting, by the way, that the icon here does not match the icon here. I mean, I can see the hands here, but I guess this building will go away. Fascinating. Lobbying. Hire teams of loyal pro-idea lobbyists and give them buckets of cash. Drains DNA over time, reduces severity over time. That's kind of cool. Public relations. Hire a full-time public relations staff, drains DNA over time, reduces severity over time, and private military. Build a private army. That escalated a little bit more than I think I was ready for. What's this? Travel. Sponsor and encourage supporters to travel far and wide. New NGO founded by mysterious backer. In bizarre news, a new NGO has been founded by a mysterious individual known only as the Player. This Player is promising to change the world by promoting something called the Idea. Nothing else is known about this Player or their idea. I don't know why I did it like that, but I just felt like it. Call it a creative license. It's just sort of something. Let's go for travel. I want people to travel the world. Look at it, it worked. They traveled the world. Group flight. Send supporters of groups of supporters out. There we go. How did it raise money that I sent people out into the rest of the world? I guess they spread the idea and people bought my product? Man, I should have come with a more unique name, you know? Like, the waterless toilet, and that's my idea that shall transform the world. Let's go for Inspire. Craft brew. Supporters craft specialty beer and wine inspired by the idea. Well, I'm not sure how that would work with a waterless toilet, but okay. Write songs. Oh, waterless toilet, you make my life so much better. And you don't use up valuable drinking water. That's what it would be about. Create dance. Inspire the waterless toilet dance. Alright, so maybe that's not a good idea after all. I did not have the bestest of the ideas, but it was worth a shot. I think we should go for fundraising, because I want to get some more DNA. I mean, yeah, it's more likely they'll take notice, but that's fine. Fundraising 2. Create special teams for engaging wealthy philanthropists and securing large corporate donations. Sponsorships and all that stuff, that's good. Thanks, record profits. Yeah, well, that's... yeah. I mean, yeah, Kickstarter. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. Maybe some of them have the great ideas that we shall all fund. I don't know. So far, I've only got like 20,000 backers, but that's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Got into Russia. I wasn't even aware we were in the UK. Oh, wait, we did have our supporters go out. Of course we did. Never mind, we're fine. New dry winds in arid countries. Not sure that's going to affect me at all. So, does severity just tick up over time? Is that the idea? It probably is. So, I guess we should just keep doing more fundraising so we can get a good, like, steady flow of DNA, right? Is that how that works? I mean, it might be. It's as good a guess as any. Fundraising 3. Seek donations. Form individuals in a never-ending mass-scale, multi-platform, multi-channel, buzzword-filled barrage of viral millennial-style grassroots funding. Okay. I'm trying to think of an example of what that would look like in modern culture. Not especially certain. We're not really getting a lot of DNA. I mean, I'd like to think that my DNA ticks up over time as I generate money. I've got like 45 million people subscribed to my idea. Yeah? Do you want to go for group flight? Do you want to go for more abilities? How about I go for the PR? I mean, it drains DNA over time, but it increases infectivity a lot. And supposedly they come up with some useful stuff. Alternatively, what if I lobby? Well, corporate relations. What does this do for me? Does this generate more DNA as well? I mean, assuming that fundraising works the way I want it to. I don't know. Go for fundraising 3. I'm banking on the idea that my intuition is correct. So far, it does not seem to be getting me any, like, just free DNA. I have to, like, infect countries. Let's go for group flight. Go, guys! Go to Africa and Papua New Guinea. That seems reasonable. Alright. Well, maybe we should actually inspire people to actually, like, you know, create something, create an actual product. So far, it's been nothing but a Kickstarter idea, but it hasn't actually delivered on anything. So we're gonna inspire a song about the waterless toilet. Makes my life so good. The waterless toilet. For when I take a poo, you know I'm not killing the planet. I don't know, I can't really go that high. Craft brewery. Hangover results in fatigue, rapid heartbeat, headache, muscle ache, nausea, vomiting, sensitivity to light and sounds. Why would I want this? This does not sound in any way related to my product. Party! Throw a party! Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble kind of knowing what to do in this scenario. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's kind of an interesting idea. The stats are bizarre. I'm not sure how much of that to trust. Let's go for some lobbying. I know it drains DNA over time. I'm not sure how much it drains over time, but it might help. We are generating a little bit of DNA. I mean, how much of that is the base mechanics of the game where if you infect a lot of people, you get DNA, but once they're infected, they stop? Or is it now that I have, like, this really good, like, economic base for my idea, that now they're just going to keep generating? I don't know. So we did corporate relations. That leads to corporate education, via seminars, conference calls, classes, and more. And then corporate backing. Form a coalition to back the NGO. Alternatively, we could go for the public relations, which theoretically are important. So we're going to go ahead and grab that, I think. Public relations. That leads to insurrection. Well, that's not a very nice idea. That's a terrible prize. Mass support. Your idea is supported by 90% or more of people in the world and now enjoys mass support. Less killing of supporters. But you must now move fast. Idea will be harder and harder to spread as those who remain are the most opposed. Of course, Russia. Always opposed to a good idea. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be generating that much DNA. I'm really not sure what the point of the fundraiser is. It doesn't seem to do anything. And now I'm just sort of sitting around with, like, nothing. Yeah, maybe I'm just messing this all up, but I don't think I'm quite getting it. Town Hall, sponsor a series of supporter-run town hall meetings. Or, speeches. Most outgoing supporters are hired to give talks and speeches about the idea. Of course, we screen for people who are only enthusiastic supporters. Wouldn't want to get a detractor up there. Do we want to go for the town hall, or should I save up for the speeches? I'm going to save up for the speeches. I only need one more DNA point. I mean, they're working on the cure technically, but not by much. Speeches. That did not unlock anything else. Well, that sucks. France leading the global cure efforts. France, why are you opposed to a grand idea? Explain this to me, France. Why are you so aggressive? Starting to spread pretty well in Russia and Greenland. I mean, those are the only two countries, like, left. And Iceland a little bit. Okay, Iceland a lot, actually. Whoa, where did we just get 52 DNA? Alright, throw a party for the 52 DNA. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Hold Elite Bash. Hold an idea-themed party for the rich and powerful of Russia and Iceland and Greenland. Throw a huge party. Throw another just much, much bigger. Okay. Well, I'm not really looking for a lethal playthrough, but maybe is that something I'm supposed to be doing? I don't know. I don't want to spend more DNA on things that don't immediately seem to be benefiting me. I'm really not sure if these things are working for me, or if, like, every few months I just get a huge influx of DNA. Is that where the 52 came from? I wouldn't know. I'm going to hold an Elite Bash. We know that the Russians are incredibly elitist. Maybe Vladimir Putin shall arrive. Bare-chested and riding... I don't know. Riding an Apache helicopter. Whoa, minus 10 DNA. It is draining my DNA. How dare you, sir? Alright, we're going to go for the town hall. That leads to advertising. Oh, that seems like something I should have probably grabbed a lot sooner. Advertising is usually the first thing you do for a new idea. Grab. That leads to free t-shirts, which is always effective, as you should know. Press conferences. Get well-spoken supporters in a series of press conferences. Webpage. Direct mail. Spam people, probably. And robocall. Lots of other forms of modern advertising. So, pretty much the entire world supports me already, and that's it. Wow, I feel like I didn't have to do much. Like, I didn't get a lot of stuff. Did I just have the right idea? Did this actually just give me so much DNA I was able to finish it off pretty quick? I don't know, but apparently we're max lethality. When did that happen? What did I get to have max lethality? I don't know, but they're dying. I'm confused. It said I win. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, you win, and then everyone commits mass suicide. That's literally what just happened. I think once you win, it spawns 100% lethality. Well, that's confusing. Okay. So I am kind of curious how they found something that drains DNA. That's pretty cool. I guess I'm not super clear on the fundraising and how it works. I definitely was getting sudden, unexpected spurts of DNA. So I'm sure it was doing something. I'm just kind of curious what's the rhyme or reason as to, like, when you get an influx of DNA. You know, how can is it at the end of every fiscal year? I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of a cool idea for a scenario. I just feel like parts of it could be communicated slightly better. And the end lethality is just weird. Why just murder everybody? But all right. Yeah, I mean, okay. It's an interesting idea for a scenario. Feel like there's a little bit of room for improvement, mostly as far as how it's communicated to the player. But otherwise, I'm interested. I'm interested in where that's going. And I'm also interested if you guys can think of any better names for what that idea should be. I mean, the waterless toilet was just something I literally came up with, but I'm sick. I don't know what I'm talking about. What about you guys? Wow me in the comments section. What's a really good idea that should be in this scenario? Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.